welcome back to my new video. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while, but I just had so much going on, and what I'm gonna talk about it in this video. But yeah, good to be back, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It's gonna be about change, how change feels, and just in general change. Let's get into it. Change, like everything in life changes at one point, or we go through different stages of our lives and things change, and this can be quite overwhelming, and sometimes change feels uncomfortable. Change is like the unknown, and it can be really scary. I think we've all been there, we've all had a change in our life. Let's say you go to a different school. It's scary when you start going to a new school, or you moved somewhere, or a new relationship, or you've been in a relationship, you broke up. That's a big change. Yeah, just so many things happen, and we go through the unknown. And I want to mention here that I wrote a book, and it will hopefully be published, or I will hopefully be able to publish it within the next 3-4 weeks. So make sure you subscribe so you won't miss out on my book. I will definitely announce it. Oh my god, I will definitely announce it here on Instagram, here on YouTube. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Otherwise, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I write my name down here, so you won't miss out. And I'm also thinking of sending the first chapter, so you can read it and then decide if you want to buy it. Yeah, it's gonna be about change, but it's also going to be about self-development, self-love, self-care. I wrote about my experience, how to deal with difficult times, how to deal with grief, and how to deal with loss. I feel like there are still not enough people that talk about these things. And when you lose someone, it's another thing. Like, you go through change, and it's a really tough change, and it's a really tough topic to talk about. But yeah, I wrote everything down that helped me to go through and still go through the difficult time. I'm still learning, I'm still going through change, I'm still figuring life out, and I think we will figure life out for the rest of our lives because no one has the answer. So anyway, in my book, I can't wait to share it with you. I talk about how to become the best version of yourself, how to live the life you've always dreamed of, how to deal with difficult times, how to listen to your inner voice, and all these things. So if you're interested, follow me on Instagram or subscribe here so you won't miss out. And yeah, let's talk about change. I think that's one of the most, like, when we decide to change something, like, let's say we're not happy with our job, we're not happy in our relationship, we're not happy with our friendship, whatever, and we actually already made the decision in our head, in our heart, that we want to change something. It takes a lot of courage to finally change it. So I know that change can be really, really scary. Change can be uncomfortable. But if you deep down already know that you need to change this, that you no longer can live like this, I will tell you, once you take the step, once you do the step towards change, and once you've done it, you will feel 100 times better than you do before you change, or before you change the situation. I can say that, like, the last 2 years, I've been through the most changes in my life. Do you say it like that? Like, I've been through so many changes, difficult changes, good changes. Is that, yeah, changes is the plural, right? Oh my god, I can't talk today, and it's so bright in my room. Anyway, yeah, through like over the last 2 years I've been through so many changes. I moved to a different country. I moved to the other side of the world. I'm living in New Zealand now. I'm from Germany, and that was one of the biggest change. And before that, you might have seen my old videos, or I'm quite open with this topic because it's part of me, it's part of my life, and I don't know why I shouldn't talk about it. I'm okay to talk about it. So before I went to New Zealand, my brother passed away after fighting cancer for a long time, and for me, I knew that I have to go to New Zealand because that's my dream, and life is too short. Life is just so fragile. So I had to figure out if I can imagine living in New Zealand, because it's always been my dream, and reality hit again, like life happens, and I knew I have to go through this change. I have to figure out if I really want to live in New Zealand. And that was one of the biggest changes in my life, leaving my home, leaving my family. I mean, I haven't, like, it's not that I left them, but you know what I mean, like I moved to the other side of the world. I'm like with my family, my mom and dad, we're so close, and I'm so happy for all the support. They were always encouraging me to do and follow my dream, but it's been really tough. But I also knew deep down I have to do this, so I have to go through this uncomfortable time moving to the other side of the world, to figure out if it's right, because otherwise I would always be like, what if I blah blah blah. So going through this change made me realize how important it is to get out of your comfort zone. I feel like I'm talking here with my hands, but it is just so important to get out of your comfort zone and to do it, because if you don't do it, you will regret it. There's a really good book about, I also mentioned it in my book, it's from, what's the author's name again? Oops, I'm just gonna look it up quickly. It's about the 5 regrets of the dying. She is a nurse from Australia. I think it's it's from Bronnie Ware. So she interviewed people, yeah, and asked what their regrets are. And I don't want to I don't want to live a life and one day I'll be regretting the things I didn't do, because that's the thing, you regret you'll regret the things you didn't do. And so that's why I decided to get out of my comfort zone and to start this little adventure. Not only that has been a change in my life, also deciding to study in New Zealand has been a big change, going back to study life, and moving into a flat. I lived with my parents back home, and then in New Zealand moving into a flat, you don't know if it's gonna work out, if you're gonna get along with your flatmates. But I have an amazing flatmate, or had amazing flatmates, so it's all been perfect. But I know it's scary, it's the unknown, we don't know what's gonna be, so it's a really huge step into the unknown, but you will never know if you don't do it. So all I can say to you is, if it's like in your brain, in your heart, please do it and give it a try. Be strong for the change, or be strong enough to do it. Get out of your comfort zone. I think strong is the wrong word, because you can also be weak. Like, we don't have to be strong all the time. Anyway, I think you know what I mean. And change will make you grow. I think the last 2 years I've grown so much. I would say I'm a different person. I'm still the same person, but I'm also a different person today, because life teaches you every day, every month, every change teaches you. So yeah, let's do it. And that's all I wanted to say today. I hope you liked my episode. Let's talk about change. And yeah, give me a thumbs up if you agree, if this helped you. And yeah, stay kind, stay safe, and stay healthy. Bye.